The Tweed Forum's an environmental charitable trust. We've been going for about 30 years and we've got 20 staff. We're based in Melrose and we cover the whole of the Tweed catchment and we help farmers deliver environmental projects on the ground. This Upper Teviot project came about because of the flooding in Hawick. Basically 3 rivers that come to meet at Hawick at the same time. There's the Teviot, the Slitrig and the Borthwick water. So the modellers modelled it to the extent to say, if you concentrate on working with farmers in the Upper Teviot catchment and let the Slitrig water run through quickly, and we can slow the flow in the Upper Teviot, it'll hit Hawick at a later stage.
So on a landscape scale, collaboration is important because quite often you're dealing with landscape scale issues. So things like flood prevention, improvement of water quality in potentially a designated watercourse like the Tweed, creation of habitat networks and offsetting habitat fragmentation. These are most effectively managed by having a single coordinated approach.
So the Scottish Borders Council asked us to go and visit maybe 12 farms in the upper catchment. 9 were really keen. So we worked with these 9 farmers, and these 9 farmers helped plant between them about 120 hectares of native woodland, which was fantastic. I think from a farmer's perspective, the incentive is very much about taking poorer ground out of production and working with your neighbours to connect up these various landscape scale type woodlands. Although they're small for each farm, by the time you scale them up across the catchment, they're quite significant. And they're really happy to do that because they see the multiple benefits. It's very much about what they wanted as well, not just about the flooding. Where's the best place for the farmer to put it, you know? Is it up that wee burn there because it's having a problem with the stock coming down there? Yes, we can fence that off and fence off the watercourse at the same time and plant some trees. Slow that flow down so it doesn't all hit Hawick at the same time in a rainfall event.
So this project with funding from Scottish Forestry has enabled the landowners to employ a project coordinator who's able to oversee the whole project and at the planning stage liaise with different landowners to make sure their objectives are all aligned, because the coordinator is someone who's experienced with woodland management. They know the sensitivities to look out for, they know how to mitigate those sensitivities, they know how to engage the relevant stakeholders.
We got funding from Scottish Forestry for monies to help cover our time to go speak to farmers within the catchment, to go and sit down with them to design the woodlands and look at where they want to put these trees. And as more people come into the project, more people hear about it and more people want to do it.
Creation of habitat for species like black grouse. These are issues that are probably most effectively addressed by a sort of single consolidated approach across a large area.
You could ask a question, what's the incentive for a farmer upstream of Hawick when all the benefits are downstream in Hawick? Well, the incentives are that it does actually help the farmer a lot, because they might want new fences, they might want to take a piece of poor ground out of production, so it'll help with that. It'll help with cooling of the rivers, it'll help with diffuse pollution. If there's any pollution come off the fields, that little buffer strip between the field and the actual watercourse, that will help it completely by putting in trees to absorb the nutrients that's running off the field. So it's a win-win-win for the farm, for the community and for the environment.